windows. Pay attention to what grows and what doesn't. What was and what wasn't. Where is what I've been ever since I was born. At the commencement, I adorn squash, beans, and corn. Lots of strings and horns. Over the beat, swing of a one. Outdrum the outcome, the child of Atlas is back in action. Fact, not fashion. Most y'all internet has-beens, more like commercials. With whack acting, from commercial to action. I'm laughing back up to laughing. I spit man, God, civilization, John G. Jackson, like a Gatlin, the last dragon. Cosmic memory of an Atlantean. E3 technology is who I am in skin. Walking the landmass is Atlas. Some say I'm batshit crazy, but that's the masses for you. Can you blame the people? Most been trained to be feeble, tame sheeple by the evil who means to keep you cashless in the fastest society, where the vax and the mass are the blame for the dying spree. You the root race, they medieval. Eat the cheap food they feed you or read through these fools. Restorer or rebel. Can't play God unless acquainted with the devil. Polarity you choose, acquainted with its level. Frequency, distance is an illusion. So please unveil the confusion. Look beyond the shadow of the late and hollow years. See the far and distant lands where tomorrow appears. Put it in perspective. Decision of each being the latest, most accurate vision of peace, where each one teach one to reach one, freeze one from under the trees and stump of the impeached one. Remember, all skin folk are not kinfolk. While I hold a sword in my left hand, I write a pen to pen quotes. Word to see Lord L. I'ma be more hell to these foreigners till they leave our air, land, and seashore and sell their asses right back across that agua. Screw y'all's dishonorable dogma. Something proper with no lube. The past 25 years I've been the son of solitude. The oil that fused my chakras is cruel. Love my people towards the evils. I'm heartless and rude. Firstborn of Inkle, the dawn of the twinkle. Twinkle little sun, I got bright and I could think too. I blink through a wrinkle in time. Rip Van Winkle and rhyme. And my shit stink too. To link you to source, yes, you rather have AI sink you. I not only know the ledge, I'm on the brink too. They wanna extinct you, your essence is viable. Crimes against humanity, your oppressors liable. They try to write on my recital, yet my presence vital as the session's title. Welcome to the seventh cycle. The heart of man is as the sun. The reception order for the divine ray of spiritual intuition descended unto man. The brain of man is as the moon, the source of human intellect. The body of man is the earthly vehicle. Let the sun impregnate the moon, or let the spiritual fire prompt the human intellect. And let the result fructify in the womb of a purified body. And you will develop the son of the sun, the quintessence, the stone of the wise, true wisdom, and perfect happiness. I teach you up. The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This is the call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling immense pressure. Sun store each clan better. Plant and the devil to stand the weather. It's a must we band together. Put that on Abraham and Esther. From Castilians to conquistadors. Liberians and traitorous Moors. Didn't arrive as friends to us, whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised traders. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual goal to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath. I expect more from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions. The minds were on rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy in Brooklyn, projects and hoods where we were pushed in Cali to Florida. Hardly cushion. It's like the terrorists, never ending shipment of American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean. Gives I shot the sheriff meaning. Shut my field can be read, no book. Flows in my veins were prepared with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rites. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I bring heat, this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this canonical. If your brain's deeply manacled, release or get treated damnable. You speak Hannibal, I talk black hole. Fighting the line, now the chief's back for bulk. That's big muscle drip up to tussle with Uncle Sam, big brother, and his This clip, I put that on Abraham and Esther. It's a must, we band together. Blend in the devil to stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure, turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land of damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors. Based on real life, it's nothing like the old school. High vibrations is what it feels like. It's nothing like the old school. This goes way back, before I was knee deep out in them streets ganging. Like the prison and that old crazy mess. This is what really makes me me, y'all, at its core. So check it out. I arrived in 1970, August 14th, to be precise, eldest son, firstborn of 5, alive as the Christ. Had sunny days, just like I had spooky nights, which accounts for my old lows and my newly heights. Childhood, not of the norm, excellence, how I perform. Deep down, I was mad, bad, that's why now I bring the storm. Memorize Psalms and other passages of scriptures after learning the Quran to fend off the jinn's whispers. It was like my mother and father tried to hide us for the Pontius Pilates, Kiheras, and other outsiders. No celebrating holidays, kept away from ungodly ways of playing games, calling names the cost of what folly pays. I'm saying you wouldn't believe such discipline, wishing to make friends with the neighborhood children. But it was like wish again from early on. Was taught I was different, not better, just gifted. There's a big difference. Had telescopes, microscopes, chemistry sets, books, maps, paints, carpentry tools, wrote poems not yet known as raps. Learned alphabets and mathematics from my mama. Learned meditation and martial arts from my father. Watch my uncles create music, so I beat drums, play keyboards with my dad, the guitar he strummed. Didn't consume pork nor beef. I would eat plums, not knowing this was part of who I would become. True stories. This is based on real life. It's before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, it's what it feels like. True story. This is based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations, now around it feels like 1982 was no longer separated from the outside world off the porch. Yeah, I made it. First noticed her standing in my b-boy stash. Leapt at the chance and began to break dance on wooden floors. I got sore from the workout. It was me, Chili T, my man Shabazz, Muhammad, and Phil G. When I met her on 93rd, next Jeffrey Manor, master of all crews, was written on my banner. The manner of my approach. Yo, I rocked her. World with backspins, atomic flares, and helicopters, hella proper. Guys that were awesome, tried to get fresh. Up at Basma and on commercial, attempted to test a bus moves on linoleum. Loved her on cardboard, roughed it off on concrete with combinations I had stored. Poured my heart into her around the time I met Dula Yusef Rashi, Stony Island Park, CVS, school, the battleground, found passion. Another element turned my heart into graffiti, evidence of being present. Taggers united together, network of writers who most times put all-nighters. True riders, 1987, we were kings of the line. Won the epic war with Sass on the dead rhyme. My guys, Dickie, Tron, advanced, plain sound, and vanish. I do this for you and the true TUT clan is the bandits. True story, it's based on real life. This before all the jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of light. High vibrations, that's what it feels like. True story, based on real life. This before all of jail feel nice. The genius within me, the angel of life. High vibrations is what it feels like. I am the great matriarchs give to America. Rare, uncut, sun complected, yet deemed wretched of the earth. Though my old blood's majestic, son is shed the most rejected. Nevertheless, check the record of my birth. Never read a book for knowledge of myself. The silence I felt, not from wildness of wealth, but from rawness of my breath. I receive meditatively. My mother and father educated me. I author faith creatively. I've walked through a few schools of thought that truth is art and has no cause, yet the cause of everything. Falsehood is law, yet the manifest of right. What's in darkness comes to light. These words Timothy didn't write, that didn't quite shit well with a gang of y'all. When it comes to fiction, hell, truth is stranger, y'all. I came to y'all to bring the fault of a government that's been de facto and the enemy of so-called black folks. I mixed with being realistic and a mystic. How's it we've allowed this shit from golden fire now cryptic? Y'all complicit in spirit with the metaphors. Metaphysics also makes me America's curse. I'm not in competition with men or women. I'm defending my household from those who are presented garbed in skin the same as us, taking up the same name as us, who attempt to claim the same reign as us. Y'all be satisfied with societies like Westworld, where Bernard's really Arnold. Dolores is your best girl, universal soldier. Our robot is now the task force. The vast passport is on its own crash course. With or without y'all, I'ma own my road and bring fire upon them. Vast on my soul, y'all waiting for the Galactic Federation to come save y'all. Another United Nations site out to further enslave y'all.
It'll sit some live right now, and besides all that hair type and all that other nonsense, that's bullshit. All right. Let me turn off notifications. Hold on, people. I am Baby Girl Slaughter. Delusions. Hey. Delusions. I am Baby Girl Slaughter. Snoo. What's up, baby? Change your picture. All right. Let me turn off the notifications. Got my morning chaw in. Gonna make me some afternoon blueberry pancakes. Got me some maple syrup and some real honey. Food is not all that great with me, but how y'all doing today? I was gonna read something. Somebody shared something, and I'm like, there's a reason why I got the original book. I don't bring that out. The original one is like, I bought that back in Orange Park. Well, I ordered it in Orange Park. It's a bookstore about a mile away, going towards going out to the sticks, where the BMW, like all the factories, like the car companies are like way out. Orange Park Mall was over here. My karate, my kung fu, Grandmaster Camley acupuncture clinic back in the cut. It was about not 1 mile. It was about 4 or 5 miles, like going into the sticks. Like when I used to drive for delivering parts and engines to a lot of the race car drivers down there. It was a bookstore, and it was an antique bookstore. And so I got the supposedly original book. But there's one thing I want to read in here because, like I said, in the midst of lies, there are truths. We have people who want to believe in hair textures and this, that, and the other. I can't with that. I can't do that. If you don't know about Atlantis, you deny it. And most of your narrative come off of other people's ideology. And it's not based on you having any recall, because all of us who are doctors should be able to have recall. I have proved time and time again, like my family's name, Kaiser, Schaus, which that's by a Negro Dutchman, not some fake ass Jew. Even though my uncles, I don't know what woman that Pappy goes, well, our men slept with all kind of women, our women slept with all kind of men. I'm not going through all that, okay? But they're dark. They're darker than me. And they're Jews, though. But you call them a Jew, they'll kick your butt. And they're about my Uncle Gary's age, like 70-something, 80, Vietnam vets. And people have a hard time knowing the difference between Atlantis and what was before Atlantis. People have a hard time knowing what our ancestors did, those who fucked up. We hear the story, Cain slew Abel. Cain killed Abel because Abel was fucking with dark arts. If y'all want to believe in those two names, those were not their names. He killed them because he unleashed something into, no. Cain killed Abel because Abel, I gotta get my story right. Cain slew Abel by the narrative because Abel saw what Cain was doing. And when Cain slew Abel, the blood released, opened up the depths of Sheol. And that's a made-up name too. And we have been fighting and mitigating our safety against those things from inner earth moving through realms. Everything that you hear or believe is a goddamn lie. I don't have to go to the Pelagos Islands. I don't have to go to Fiji instead of to show you people with straight and long and curly hair who are darker than midnight and their hair have always been that way because of the ignorance of our people here. I don't have to go and show you people with hazel and green. I grew up with people. I got, my eyes are brown, but in the sunlight look red. I've got brothers and cousins and friends who have hazel and there's no mixing in their family. Most people swear they know everything, but everything they learn is by hypocrites and they're still following Greek knuckleheads and everything else. When it comes to the Emerald Tablets, what I'm about to read to you may convey something because I'm getting fed up with the hypocrisy and the ignorant, though I love my people. When I told you in 1987 with a good friend of mine from Chicago, he's half Italian, a Sicilian, right? Who knew he was American Indian? He was just like, you know, a whole lot of death, this, that, and the other. And the women always had this thing to keep us alive by any means. And even in the most ignorant way, and a Sicilian that she said was a dark Sicilian, like original person of that land. But he, you know, had the Gujarat bloodline in it. And it's survival. All right. He used to tell the story to everybody. The Italian guys just walk around. You know, first of all, I'm not going to get into the story behind a lot of pale skins. Not every pale skin should be that way. That's when people get to messing with things, okay? They get to fucking with things. They get to going places and fucking with things. Old, Enochian, whatever you want to call it. Okay? Things happen. And then other things coming here. And after I fall, I'm fucking with things. Manipulating animals. And this, that, and the other. No, you get things. You're not ready to have that conversation, so I would love to see people stop talking about all this hybridization and all this other shit and start just gathering your coins for the fucking fight ahead of you. Because you're in one. And you subjugate yourselves to a bunch of things that aren't you. I'm talking about aren't hue or of a man, just the hue of a man, but not a man. Not a woman. What I read today, somebody read, I've had, you know, I got tons of notes. I've been reading crap like this for a long time. And people come across it, and the first thing they put is about, I gotta get the paycheck. Fuck the paycheck. Fuck the monetary. Fuck the empty dollar that they got you stuck in. They just wanted to show you how far they've got you capitulating in your hypocrisy of stupidity. I didn't want to come on. I'm going to take 2 days off so we can reset the algorithm. All right? But I'm getting so fucking, and I don't get frustrated, fucking angry. Yesterday, the stress was I was about to let it take me out of here. Not your stress, not the kind of stress you deal with. Like, really wanting to fucking pull a tree out the fucking ground. Like, kind of. No, I want to fight so bad. Y'all just don't know. So I'm going to dig into my fucking notes. I got to go way the fuck down. Way the fuck down. Jesus Christmas. I didn't know. I got a few. I've been going over to my laptop and then my G Plus, and I've been sending stuff over here and downloading it in here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Was that it? First of all, any of y'all ever read the tablets of Bahula? Well, for those who don't know, the real people of Hindustan knew who we were, and we had people there. Even they, in 1978, it contained 16 tablets, including the Tablet of Carmel, described by Shoghi Effendi as the charter establishing the world spiritual and administrative centers of the Baha'i faith on Mount Carmel, and the Tablet of Wisdom, in which Baha'u'llah explores the subject of human knowledge. Why do I say that? Let me see if I can pull him up. It's a lot. We're talking about when you want to deal with the AD, like Byzantine Chronicles and stuff like that. Anywhere there, he uses certain terms, not hallelujah, but shalom, and who we are. Now, I'm just putting that little T out there for you to do the research. But what I'm going to read to you might spark a little light, because it seems like everybody on TikTok is running to certain individuals, and they're not reading the whole text. Okay? That's one of my notes. I have all the reading down below, but I'm not going to read it to you. You can go and check it out for yourself. If you want me to, I can go ahead and tell you it's BAHA with the little goofy, what do you call that? On top of it. Well, the A with the hyphen over it, then it's colon, U, colon, and then LLA with a hyphen over it, H, like hwa, like breath. All right. For those who might want to go and research it. Let's get into tablet. Let's get to the real tablet. All right. I guess you could say chapter 8. Read it to you. All right. Hope you got ears. Short read. Now, it's not the whole thing. If you want me to read the whole thing, I can have no problem. Because I'm going to take a couple of days off and come back later and read it in its entirety, so that way you'll have a little more knowledge about some things. Because I'm really getting tired of people thinking they know me. And yet it's all about ego and image. And I keep telling you to kill that and destroy it. And to know what love is. And it's not personified by the hypocrisy of spirits and drugs. All right? It just is not. Speak I of ancient Atlantis. Speak of the days of the kingdom of shadows. Speak of the coming of the children of shadows. Of the children of shadows. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earth men. Earth only means the topsoil. It means up here. It doesn't mean the inner. We say inner earth. That's SHEOL alludes to something else. Okay? Doesn't mean hell and all that other. That's to keep you away. Anyway. Of the children of shadows, out of the great deep they were called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. Far in the past, before Atlantis existed, men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Forth came they into this cycle, never meant to. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earth men. Only through blood could they have formed beings. Only through man could they live in the world. Who remembers Biden scratching his neck? And anyway, in the CIA, the ones who are going to bring you down. The 5-second mask, 15-second mask, whatever. In ages past, were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place whence they came, conquered by masters. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and plains unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows. Now you might understand why they dig so much, and yet our diggings only were fortifications to expel, or to eradicate if they were to rear their heads. You've seen it in movies. Yet these bastards have dug deeper. But at times they appeared among men, when the blood was offered. For they came, they to dwell among men. Ergo, Cain slaying Abel. For when he walked upon the stones, the emerald tablets, and saw them, and started to touch and read, Cain slew his brother. He says, I want to show you something. And the blood, in the form of man, they amongst us, but only to sight were they as are men, to be seen. Serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted by the bells. Now do you know why the bells were removed when Tartary was destroyed? We had a bell that was over 55,000 pounds. Do you know how many vehicles that is? Can you imagine how it was hoisted into position and how it was rang? Go pull a picture if you think it's not real. But appearing to man as men among men, crept they into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men, slaying by their arts. When people don't want to entertain no more because they've seen the deviation and the darkness, they kill them and then take on their skin. Sound like King Finn, Azrael. Slaying their, taking forms that were like unto men, slaying by their arts. The chiefs of the kingdoms, slaying by their arts, meaning whether it's removing the skin, dissecting, whatever it is, DNA, altering, whatever. Taking their form and ruling or is over, all right, men. Only by magic could they be discovered. Only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. But know ye the masters were mighty in magic, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent. There are no more masters, but hypocrites who have a hard time listening. Able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. And when I say we are serpent, we were the serpent people, that means the hunters, the gatherers, the great serpent hunters. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at times to the world. Unseen they walk among thee in places where the rights have been said. Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of men. We've passed that point. People want to communicate and conversate and talk to people like they know who they're talking to, have a hard time listening, and you've all been given your fair stock of warning, yet you choose to forego that. I just wanted to share that. I'll come back later and I'll read it. I'll read it in its entirety. It'll be a good read, a good little while. Maybe you'll see something or hear something. Okay. It's good to have you all here. Appreciate you coming in. I'm going to shut it down. Get my food prepped. I'm thawing out my blueberries. And I'll see y'all